What do we mean when we talk of ghosts, souls, and spirits? The word spirit derives from the Latin spiritus, meaning breath or to breathe, indicating something that is somehow alive. But contemporary meanings involve concepts of a non-physical aspect, composed of emotions, character, and intentions. Spirit, it seems, has feelings, some sort of personality, with attitudes that become involved in taking action. It seems then that spirit is a non-thing that initiates actions in a characteristic manner. Though understood as immaterial, it can prompt physical events. When someone or something acts with intention or expresses character, then spirit is evidently involved in precipitating the action. Yet this ethereal no-thing that can prompt something to happen is also considered as being other than a physical body that it moves into action, as if it is, in essence, disembodied volition that can animate inanimate things, like an electric current, but not. To perceive spirit at work in the world thus indicates some sort of ghost is involved in how things actually happen. Something like this seems to occur when we perceive actions in terms of metaphors, as when saying, "He runs like a wolf," as if wolf spirit is animating the way a body runs. The characteristic behavior of spirit and its intentions can be represented as kindly and helpful, or as wrathful and dangerous. Indeed, all cultures represent a great variety of spirits, whose characters often express both helpful and harmful intentions in the ways they animate physical events. There are spirits of specific animal species that represent the character of that animal, and spirits that animate all of the growing natural world, in which nothing would happen, it seems, if spirit was not taking on very specific intentions that animate material things in very particular ways. In this view, all things that arise from intentions are spiritual creations, or perhaps spiritual things. The character and intention of this spiritual animation is most obvious in the human making of things, and it takes on a collective quality when many different people are involved, as an interaction of spirits, constituting a conspiracy that manifests its own collective character and intentions, as when conditions of conflict become animated by such spirits as the biblical four horsemen of the apocalypse: conquest, pestilence, famine, and death. This collective spiritual animation pervades nature. The intentions of many actors can, by interacting, generate a meta-level of animation, resulting in otherwise impossible creativity. As if a conspiracy of diverse, even conflicted ghosts is required to generate most of the things and events of the world. Such collectively self-animating, unexpectedly creative relationships are described by complex systems science as self-organizing system networks, in which the interactions of the different parts or agents that compose a system, like an anthill or a forest ecology, unpredictably generate a kind of invisible hand that can direct and adapt the entire system. This purposeful and strangely autonomous animating agency of networked system components is, like notions of spirit, not specifically visible. It is not found in the physical parts of the system. It is only seen in terms of its consequences, by how the system self-regulates its behaviors. Thus, the network is a kind of disembodied volition, a ghost or conspiracy of interacting spirits in the machinery of the system. Those systems can look like hierarchical structures of command and control. Close study reveals these often turn out to operate as self-organizing, thus self-animating networks, with their own unexpected character and intentions. These networks not only think for themselves, they in effect think us by directing our behaviors without our realizing it. Thus, our notions of ghostly animating impetus of spirit might express an intuitive sensing of these networks and how they pervade or haunt both natural and human systems, giving each its particular spiritually animating character and intentions. Thinking of these autonomous system networks as spirits awakens us to their profound role in how things actually happen in the world. Even a simple two-person relationship generates a collective system with an autonomously self-animating network that acts with its own character and intentions. Giving such a force an overtly metaphorical image can make it much more tangible as a factor in reality. Indeed, even a single individual is a network of interacting, often conflicting, spiritual impulses that together constitute the character and intentions of an immaterial soul. This way of seeing autonomous, ordinarily invisible networks as mysterious spirits, as something present that is absent, something active yet intangible, is not only an aspect of pre-modern cultures, but also of how modern art represents things and events, with their hidden interactivities, conflicted character, confounding influences, autonomous agency, mysterious presence, and collectively conspiratorial animation. We are indeed, as science now confirms, and artists ever knew, living in a world shaped by spirit and haunted by ghosts.